None of us have passion for it. We have passion for the money. I was earning 700 naira for a day. Night of chemical and cafe. I was still employed. Honestly. Everybody wanted to like 1 million on the thing, and the next year everything was gone. We started from the beginning. We did not open for like 1 month or 2 months. There's light at the end. Why is the light not at the beginning?
I'm so happy for you to be my guest today.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
And, I would love to introduce yourself to people, like who you are, what you are doing, and what's your name.
Yeah, I am Olarewaju Bakare, popularly known as Catalyst, the head facilitator of Catalyst Limited. At Catalyst Limited, we are the facilitator of human reactions in such a way that we facilitate technical reactions, academic reactions, and basic life reactions. Technical reaction in a particular way whereby we sell technical stuff like laptops, gadgets, MacBooks, iPads, a lot of things that you can use in your tech life. Academic aspect in such a way that we do tutorials
The
for
tutor.
like tutor from 100 level, 200, 300, 400 to all level. Science classes, biochemistry, medical biochemistry, online classes also. And also, we are also into cyber cafe where you can browse, print, and do a lot of things that can make life get easier for you on campus.
Well, we are into like many things. Tutor, you do cafe, you sell laptops and phones,
Yeah, plus we are into tech coaching too.
tech.
We coach people and we also do tech too.
Where do you start? Which year do you start? Like, what actually make you to start? And which year? All the kind of stuff. How do you start it?
Basically, I started Catalyst with Catalyst Tutors. I started with Catalyst Tutors as far back as 2017.
Something. You are in which
Yeah,
place then?
I was at Oshodi then.
That's Lagos.
Yeah, that's Lagos. I was at Lagos. So not as Catalyst Tutors, but as something that we just teach the secondary school students. And upon getting to Fui, we started our Catalyst tutorial for free on campuses. On campus, yeah, we actually teach students at Oye, Ikoli, and a lot of students outside the school environment, and a lot of things that we actually do in 2017. So we started teaching for free then. My classes were for free on campus, and we thank God for where we are. We are still into tutoring, still trying. Then from tutoring, diversified to doing cyber cafe. And from cyber cafe, we've done a lot of things, then we later it has something.
Because when I got admission in 2021, because of ASUU strike, I came to school 2022. So the first time I saw you, I think I saw you in NFSA. Like just like you came to NFSA to advertise yourself, you actually dash people more about your people. That's when I know about you. Like what is actually inspire you to be tutoring people? And before I know you are not selling gadgets, I'm not selling. I just know you are only tutor with you and this guy, primers and other people.
Basically, people do say Catalyst wasn't into gadget before. I would say that was not actually so true. I remember 2014, 2015. I was with my brother then at Lagos, where he has a cyber cafe like this, and he has his friend that sell gadgets, so laptops basically. So I've been putting eyes on it and checking out things works. And I was there for like 2 years or 3 years. So basically, I was even much more into gadgets before
You
tutorials.
just
So,
know you have tutor
so
capacity.
people don't know that. So I've started tutoring far back 2017. I remember when you were saying, you said NFSA. That was 2021. That was my second set of students because this year will be my seventh set now or sixth set that I've taught. If it's not seven, I lose count already because there's so much, you understand? And then at NFSA, there's one thing we used to do then. We do CTY, catch them young. All it is that we go on campus, we go to NFSA, we go somewhere, we publicize what we do. Then, after we do tutorial, we do tutorial. Even without doing this, students already know us before coming to campus because they are always having seniors that have eventually come to full. You get
Introduce
so there's one guy I go pattern, they say the guy teach chemistry, you understand? And then I'm like, oh, anticipating once I get to full, I've already know where I'm going. Some do not even like have the chance of going for classes now. They just basically go for I'm going for one tutorial. They say go to that tutorial, even if you don't know anything.
this
So
class.
basically what people used to call us is that what people know us for was Ubasha, we don't know anything. Ubasha, just go. We are meant to for those that don't know anything and just and basically we had a very good record on campus and that was nice. So I guess that answers my
You know,
question.
I really happy about that. And about the tech, like what inspired you to be doing tech? Into like I know you're into coding, code and do that. Like, what inspired you to do that? I used to see your stuff about that.
What inspired you to do what
Like
you do?
what inspired you to be doing tech?
What inspired you to do what you do?
Like I have passion for it.
None
And
of us have passion for it. We have
you
passion
know,
for the money.
want for the money,
It's
yeah.
the passion of the money that made us have passion for it.
I really love your hustle and I really love grinding.
Yeah, you get it. In ASUU strike 2021, 2022, I was into tutorials. I make a lot of money from tutorials. I do night classes. I do a lot of things and online classes. Then suddenly, ASUU gave us a warning strike of like 1 month or 2 months. Whoa, I don't have a choice to go back to Lagos. So I'm going to start teaching my secondary school students. Upon getting to Lagos, where I was teaching, some people are already teaching there. They were using my board, they were using everything. I was like, wow, I don't need to join them as teacher. So I was earning 700 naira for a day, like a day for 700 naira. So not until when my brother came, I was like, oh, if you don't shut out me, I said, I'm just teaching. I like education. I was like, oh, there's one thing called tech, the digital stuff. I was like, digital tech, what do you want tech? Hope it's not Yahoo. No problem. So he was the one who introduced tech to me, and I saw the amount of money he was earning, saw the passion, started learning. It was not easy, bro. I promise you, it's not easy. None of them is easy.
What do you base practically in the side of tech? Are you a front end or back end or
2022 slash 2023, I was a front-end developer. I use React, JS. I use, what's it called? JavaScript. I started with HTML, CSS. The market got saturated 2024, 2024, 2023. The market got crazily saturated at times. You see someone designing a website for 50,000 naira. You see someone designing a website for like there are different types of tools like WordPress, Webflow,
make what yeah.
yeah, that make work easier. And I was like, oh, all these things that you can eventually we use 6 months to learn just HTML and CSS. Imagine using 6 months to learn HTML and CSS, and AI or a particular tool is going to do it in just 5 minutes or 4 minutes.
Someone that don't even let
Someone that never learned how to do it. I have to just move away from this place. I got tired. I got sick. And plus, I don't have time. I'm always busy from tutorial to tech. Talking. People do ask me, how was I able to do everything together? Till now, I still get that question. How was I able to do everything together as your 20s? Yeah. You need to like
manage your
manage your time. So, I partition into DevOps and automation. I'm into DevOps basically. I automate, I deploy, I integrate, I basically deploy, I check what's wrong with apps, how to deploy app to server, I automate those. I use anything to build some very fast tools that are handy and that do help us to do things at the office.
that's amazing. I really love your tech journey and what the biggest challenges you ever faced is like that almost broke you down in this your business biggest challenges. Maybe you ran into a debt or anything.
One of the biggest challenges I faced was different business has their own challenges. Are we talking about the tutorial? Are we talking about the gadgets life? Are you talking about the printing? Are you talking about the cyber cafe? Are you talking about the tech life?
The one that I can actually forget that can actually forget.
Every all of the one I can actually forget was tutorials and technical stuff, our tech hub, gadgets and laptops. About tutorial, I remember then I was teaching some set of people at education. Then the data. Some guys they were like fighting on campus. You don't know if they are all these bad guys because so they were fighting. When they were fighting, we were doing tutorial at night around 2 a.m. And they were like throwing them on campus. They were like, there no security. Then I was talking about what you get. Not now, 4 years now. I was like, I was scared. Besides, like, I was scared because I was the only one teaching this. I was teaching over 200 to 300 students on campus at night. And I was the only one on top. I was the only one to assign a chemical attack. Night of chemical attack. Then I was teaching them chemistry because they were having chemistry the day before. The day after, suddenly, they were just saying, wow, what's that, bro? Everybody wanted to like run away. I was like, there's no one. Imagine anything happened to any of these students. It would have been on me. I started getting scared. And basically, we started every night class on campus. Like personally, I started every night class on campus. And it was kind of crazy and being scared, a lot of things. And but we thank God, that's the part of tutorial aspects. And majorly, when you have a lot of students who have money to pay because a lot of students won't be able to collect money from all of them, use our own personal money to pay tutors. A lot of challenges around. Hence, one of the major challenges I'll never forget was that tutorial alone, instead of helping the what's it called, the academic life, my own personal academic life, is going to reduce it. Such a way that you and your students have exam the same day. Imagine a student is having exam 8 a.m. and the next morning I'm also having exam 8 a.m. I
Yes.
need to teach them. There was a particular day that as I was beating, I was crying as I was doing the pathway because I mean I studied biochemistry as I was doing the pathway. I was like, I had down to give this to the exam, but thanks for the foundation that I had in chemistry and all those things. It actually helps.
You were doing tutor again and you were teaching and still have exam the
I
next day.
was literally I was
So
still
you
having
have
exam.
that's
After
crazy.
teaching, I'm going to end my teaching around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m.
You are going to have exam maybe early in the morning.
and I'll have exam early in the morning. The exam I'm going to have, boo, you need to like we suffered, man. Myself and my other guy, Timmy. After teaching, we go to the back of the class, we start reading, we start watching the and we thank God still came out with nice results and we thank God. That those are the challenges in aspect of tutorial. The craziest challenges now come to targets, laptops. I promise you, you won't want to hear that. There
I'm
was a
happy to hear
day,
that one.
there was a day we bought some laptops deals of the packing deal from Lagos over 15 pieces of laptops. That was wow. That was my first what's it called? First big deal that was coming from Lagos. I ordered it. Oh, come and sell it to me. All the laptops got here. Some have ordered their own. Some some paid out. Some are doing instrumental. Before the laptop gets here, the way they pack it, the screen has broken. It's like 3 to 4 laptops. What do you want to tell customer? They
Guy, I,
test it for you. You can't return it. You need to like tell them. You need to fix the screen. Craziest debts. Crazy debts. At some point, you need to like sell most of your things to replace it. It's hard. You wake up, you need to work. Crazy aspect of life. About cyber cafe, there was a day I get to office. I asked my guys to one day, and they put on the day, and the next thing we had was
everything was blowing.
everything was gone. Everything burned. Everything burned. Everything burned. We started from the beginning. The printer panel packed everything to Lagos. We did not open for like 1 month or 2 months. Everything burned. I was like, after this, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I told them to program. How do I want to do that? It was crazy. Like, but we thank God for where we are. We are still facing the challenges to this moment. But we thank God.
I'm really happy to hear that. I'm inspired with what do you think that are going to advise young people like this generation who want to go into business about their academic. So I just finished my I studied physics, so I just finished maybe a few months ago. So I've seen my result. I'm really happy about that. Like what's the advice for the people who are going to tech, young people who are going to business and people that are studying, students too. What's the advice for them?
Three things I'm going to say. I'm going to give advice on I'll give advice on three things. Number one, as a young guy, as a youth, let me just say as a youth, ending school, I made a video recently about life after school. As a youth, you need to have a skill. I did tell students, you need to have a skill, which is important. No matter how small the skill is, either it is tech skill, business skill, vocational skill, or any skill. Academics is nice, but after academics, you are successfully done. You are not an illiterate anymore. Let me just put that. It does not mean that you eradicate poverty, but you eradicate illiteracy. Go into skill. You don't want to go into skill. Your academics, what you study, take it to the next level so you can just find a way to stand out among every other person. That's based on academics. About the tech skill, you can just go more on tech skill. Tech skill might basically, if I mean tech skill, I mean digital skills. It can be anything: video editing, web development, architecture engineering, cyber security, a lot of things, interior design, interior decor, a lot of things that you can actually learn, public speaking, a lot of things that you can actually learn online, self-learning, or you at anywhere, any place that you can just learn it. To those that are just coming up, my first advice I would give them is that number one, time. They should value their time. Aside from valuing their time, no need to rush. No need to rush. Consistency beats everything. You can see how people are trying to reduce the effects of consistency online now. So if you do not have connection, your consistency is concussion. You see people like say that
Discouragement or
yeah, the discouragement of the consistency. You need to be consistent first. Fine. Connection beats it all, but you need to be at least consistent first. Your mindset, you understand? Your mindset, oh, I need to achieve this. What do I need to do in the next 2 years? What am I doing in the next 5 minutes? What you are doing every day is what will become habits. What becomes habits? It's what becomes your character. Character now shapes your future. So what you do every morning, what you do every night is the one that is eventually going to become your habit. Then the habit is going to become character. So you need to work on as a youth that is coming up. You need to work on what you are doing every day. You need to work on what you do every morning, every night, every time, because they are the ones that are going.
thank you so much about that. Are you thinking of upgrading your business to another level? Everybody is trying to I'm going to upgrade to this level. Are you thinking to more like to achieve more than this, to move up outside of this?
Basically, you are not catalyst. Business, our brand is not catalyst. We are not business name. Our CAC and our other registrations are not carrying business name. If you are carrying business name, you are limited of opening just one thing. If it is just BM, you can just open one thing like Catalyst Enterprises. That means you can just do one thing. But we are Catalyst Limited registered company. So I guess tomorrow I might decide to go into bakery and still add it under Catalyst Limited.
That's yes,
Tomorrow,
my
exactly. So tomorrow I can go into anything. So we are still hoping to just get bigger, get expand, and as soon as possible, we are trying to unleash another brand to our Catalyst Limited and expanding, we are upgrading, we are adding much more to it. As far as that route is not resting, I don't think there's any reason for me to rest.
we are looking up to them to more than that.
I'm looking up to Dangote and more than Dangote at some point, but for you to say more than Dangote, you need to like their
Yeah,
mindset is different from ours. Yeah,
I really love that. Are you a God believer?
I mean, Muslim. I believe in God. I believe in Allah. Without him, there's nothing I can do. Without him, I believe in him so much that I believe that he's the one that has done everything. Yeah.
What's your last word for people like maybe your young self, your last word, like your maybe last advice?
My last advice for them is that Do not give up. Do everything you need to do at the do everything you need to do at the right time. There's no time. Last 5 years, we all position that we'll be in our places. If you do not make that move today, the way you are 5 years is still the same way you are going to are. What is going to change is life. So they should not try their best, keep pushing. There's light at the end of the tunnel. But why is there light at the end of the tunnel? Why is the light not in the beginning?
The purpose within the
Because
growth.
once the light is at the beginning, there is high chances that it can die during the week and you won't be able to reach the end of the tunnel. But it's the light that is at the end of the tunnel that will give you the direction of where you are going.
Thank you so much, actually, Abhishek. Give me time to interview. It's a great period and actually, for people watching this video, you want to patronize Catalyst and patronize and go drop his phone number in the description and like, subscribe, and share with a lot of people for them to watch this video, for them to learn from this life here. Thank you so much. I love you all.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.